right, well, this is an electric young athlete at LSU. You can catch her on the infield, and you can catch her home run balls on the berm at LSU Tiger Park. Taylor Pleasance. Taylor, thanks so much for coming down and talking to us today.
Of course. Glad to be here.
Taylor, a great season for LSU softball. You had some great home runs. I just want to know, what's it like, when the Tiger Park sold out, your extra innings, and you hit a home run onto the berm there, and the place goes wild?
It's electrifying. You really feel it in the inside. Like, it's what you live for. Like, the Grand Slam, that was the loudest I've ever heard it there, and it makes you want to do it again.
I have heard some fans, they're afraid that you guys are going to injure yourselves when you stomp on home plate like you do. When did that start?
I think that started with Georgia at Tennessee. She did that, and our media person called it the Rocky Stomp instead of Rocky Top. So we just kind of stuck with that, and it became our thing. But, yeah, injuries might happen with that.
For those who haven't seen it, LSU hits a home run, and then it's plant one foot in the ground, it's lift the other leg as high as we can in the air, and then stomp on home plate.
Yes, without trying to hit your chin.
Without trying to hit your chin.
Yeah.
There you go. What did you take away from this season?
I think we got a lot out of the seniors. In the long run, it'll help us next year. All the young people coming back in the infield, it'll really help us to take what we learned from them and apply it as we keep going. The seniors really did change the culture, and I think if we just keep that rolling, we'll get better and better every year, and we'll make our run.
What's it like for you to play a home game at Tiger Park when it's sold out like that?
That was the best thing ever. That's the best thing I've ever done in my life. Just to have all those people supporting you and being there for you through the ups and downs, they'll always come back, and it's just great to know that they have our back.
Sometimes in baseball and softball, those things, they even out. But the first game of the Super Regional, I thought that perhaps you had hit the ball over the wall for a 2-run homer and a 2-0 lead, and then the ball just kind of died at the track there. How'd that ball feel coming off the bat? Do you think it had a chance, or?
I did think it had a chance. It crossed my mind as I was running to first, but then I remembered that the wind was pretty heavy that day, so I was just like, maybe next time, next at bat.
That's one of the things about Tiger Park, too, right? I mean,
yeah, wind tends to play a big factor there.
Yeah. Some days it's gusting out, right?
Yeah.
And other days it's crosswind or wherever it's going. So
yeah, it seems like it's either blowing straight in or straight out. So.
Feast or famine there. Talk to me about the way you play the shortstop position. I mean, how much time did you spend growing up fielding ground balls, working on your defense, those kind of things?
I spent quite a bit of time. I missed a lot of other activities I could have been doing with friends, but I think it's going to pay off. And with practicing that and stuff, I get a lot of skills from other sports, like volleyball, basketball, they all play into each other. So, just being an athletic body out there, I feel like that really helps.
Now, Taylor's sitting down right now, but she's 6 feet tall, tall young lady, and you played volleyball as well in the past.
Yes, in high school.
And that was a love of yours as well?
It was. It was because I was new to it. I started playing in 7th grade, so it was so different than softball that I've been playing since I was 5. So it was just something new that really took hold, and I enjoyed being able to come back within the next 5 minutes and do something different. Other than softball, you have to wait a whole couple innings to get another at bat. Yeah. So it was fun.
Were you torn? Did you want to continue to play, or what was the true love there?
I did, but I like to be really good at stuff, so I just don't think that with the time allowed that I would be able to be really as good as I wanted to for each sport.
Gotcha. It's like the guys who are playing baseball and football, and somebody pulls them aside and says, your future is baseball.
Yeah, softball has just been my love since I was 5, so I decided to stick with that.
What did you get out of the COVID year? Because you were just knocking the cover off the ball. You had a 383 average in the first 24 games. The team was 21-3. So you got to play a decent amount, although the season, gets called off. But you're going to get your full, complement of years here.
I think that was a cool advantage that we got to have. You get to dip your toe in the water. You get to find out what it's like to play at that level, and then come back and do it all again like it never even happened.
A lot of teams on campus, when COVID hit, they were playing the what-if game, like the beach volleyball. They were ranked number one. The track was ranked track and field, men's and women's. They were number one. And then this team that looked like you guys were just, had potential there. Is there any what-ifs with that team in 2020?
It was the same team for 2021, so I think if anything, we got better with the freshmen that were added. They helped us in practice. Like Presley Pylon was a red shirt. She helped push me at practice every day. So I'm thankful for her to be there. But I think if anything, we just got stronger.
What about moving into next year? How are you feeling about the way that's shaping up?
I think they left a big enough legacy that it'll carry on. Like Sierra got to learn from Aaliyah every day at practice, and I think that'll be good for us. I got to learn from Amanda Doyle right next to me in the leadership role. So I think if we just keep carrying on what they left, then we'll be great.
Are you big on personal goals? Because, it was evident, for example, when Bailey Landry started playing at LSU. Like, this young lady is special. She's got a chance to break records. She's got a chance to have all-time stuff, and she did. Are you cognizant of those things? Would you like to be an all-time record holder in certain things, or is that putting too much pressure on yourself?
I would, but I can't think of it like that. My goal is to come here, impact little girls that want to play the game, show everyone how big God is and how great he is. And I can't really let the accolades and stuff get in the way, but I'm just going to keep working hard, keep doing things for my team, and get as good as I can.
And I've noticed that with you and Sinceri and others. Obviously, your faith is a big part of what you do.
Of course, it's everything we do. Me and Shelby actually talk about this quite a bit, that like if we have the worst game ever, if we impacted one person by drawing a cross in the dirt and they saw that and like it stuck with them, then we did our job that day.
Is that hard sometimes?
Yes, it gets hard on the mental aspect whenever you just want to do good for his glory. Like you want to have that platform so you can tell people about how good he is, but whenever you're not doing so good, you can't really get that platform, but you just got to keep finding other ways.
Gotcha. Are you a Tim Tebow fan?
I am, yes.
Yeah. You'd be rooting for him, and hopefully he makes the Jaguars. And
Yeah, I saw that. I follow him on Instagram. I also follow his dog's Instagram account.
So your teammates, it's always fun to be part of a team, right? So is there a young lady on the team that asks silly questions during team meetings?
Yes, I think we have a couple. I think Shelby Wickersham is one of them. Morgan Smith asked the craziest questions. And I think Hayden is in that category as well, Hayden Brown. They're just something else.
Is it crazy questions? Is it not paying attention to, like Coach just said that? Were you not listening?
That's in there, yeah. Don't want to call them out, but it's in there.
Okay.
It's a mixture of everything.
I remember talking to the LSU basketball team in years past. Storytellers, like guys who go on long, winding stories that don't lead anywhere. Is there anybody on the team that does that?
Absolutely, Shelby Wickersham. She will start a story, tell it, find another way to tell it again, switch up a couple words, and tell it one more time to make sure you got it.
And do you guys just kind of shrug and walk away, or did somebody step in? Shelby, we got it, or what?
That's where Maribeth steps in and is like, Shelby, yeah, you said that already. Like, we got it. We understand the story now. But we just all laugh, and it's a good time.
What do you like about Baton Rouge? I mean, you're a Texas girl. You grew up in Houston. What drew you to LSU, and what do you like about it?
I think a little bit of everything. The campus is, of course, beautiful, but I think on my visit, it was just something different. Like, I came and I was like, okay, like, we'll just see what they have to offer. And I, like, absolutely fell in love. Like, I don't know what it was exactly, but it was a mixture of how the team chemistry, how they got along, how the coaches got along, and how it's all one big family. And that's just what I wanted to be a part of.
Did the football atmosphere play into your decision at all?
It actually did not.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
But after getting here freshman year and then winning a national championship, I was glad I came.
Wow, talk about getting spoiled right off the bat, huh? 2019. And I know all the student athletes, you can see them on the front row there of the student section. So football, good time.
Oh, absolutely. Every time. Every night. Every Saturday night. It was the best time ever.
Did you ever speak to Joe Burrow or some of those guys that are on that team? Did you pick up anything about how to be a champion or how to be, the best at your craft?
I did not get to speak with him. I did see him a lot in the dining hall, but I never got to speak with him. I just liked how they all pulled for each other. Like, there were a couple of videos from their practices, and they're just, like, they're a team. Like, they were a family. One team, one heartbeat, and it was obvious.
Well, look, we enjoy watching you play. It's tremendous to think that you've got 3 years left. I guess on one hand, 3 years seems like a long time, but I'm sure it'll fly by.
Yeah, I was actually thinking about that the other day. Without COVID, I would already be a junior this coming year. Like, that hit, and I was like, no, I don't want it. I'll keep playing.
Is that one of the good things about your sport? Obviously, I'm sure young ladies would like to make a lot of money if they could playing professional softball. That option's not really there. But you do get a better connection with the fan base and people, the fact that you stay, 4 years.
Absolutely. I think it just plays a big part in what this place is about. Like, all the people around us and how everyone pulls for each other. Like, it's just a family here.
And also signing the autographs after the game. I know this year because of COVID, I don't think that was allowed. But in your first year, I guess you got a chance to do that. I'm sure you look out, you see a young girl, and you say, that was me, 10, 15 years ago, whatever it was.
Yeah, that's actually, like, one of the reasons I do it is to inspire those little girls. Like, I was in their shoes once. Like, I wanted to go watch the best players out there, like, and to get their autograph and just stand there and watch them sign that paper or ball. It's what you live for.
Taylor Pleasance, thanks so much for coming down. We appreciate it, and much more to come from this young lady.